Okay, so I want to do this problem with you. It says find the coordinates of point G given that the midpoint of segment FG is M, negative 2, 5, and F, 10, 3. Now I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of different ways to do this problem, but I just want to explain to you what it's actually doing. What we're trying to do is we're trying to find the coordinates for G of segment FG. So let's draw that. So here's F, here's G. I need to find the coordinates of them because we don't know what they are, right? We do know the coordinates of F because they were given to me. We also know the midpoint, right? Which is cool because I can find G just by looking at this thing. So you could plot these points and you could try to figure out what the midpoint is, and then you look at F and then you try to figure out what G is. Okay. You could do algebra, which is a lot to do, or we can just look at this and we can see what's happening. Okay. So I want to find the x value of G. Well, let's take a look at F and M. F has an x value of 10, and M has an x value of negative 2. So what you do is you try to figure out how far it took for me to get from 10 to negative 2. Okay? So basically, I'm going to subtract to figure out what I'm doing, right? So to get from 10 to negative 2, I have to subtract 12 units, right? So like to get from 10 to negative 2, I have to take 12 away. So then that means that if I had to take 12 away there, I'm going to have to take 12 away here. So if I take 12 away from negative 2, that's going to leave me with negative 14. And now I have my x coordinate, right? So I'm not using the midpoint formula, and the reason why I'm not using the midpoint formula is because I already have the midpoint. So we don't need to do that. See, we're looking for the endpoint. So we're just going to use some basic math to do that. Okay, so my y value is 3, right? And my y value is 5. Well, how do I get from 3 to 5? Well, all I do is add 2, right? So if I add 2 to 3, that's going to get me up to 5. So if I have to get 2 here, then I'm going to have to add 2 here, and that's just going to be 7, because 5 plus 2 is 7. And now I have the coordinates of G. So a word problem like this, I mean, it could sound a little weird, and a lot of people try to use that midpoint formula. But anytime I'm given the midpoint, I'm going to end up having to find the other endpoint, which in this case is G. And the way to do that, and I'm telling you, the easiest way to do that is this. All right, guys, good luck.